but I also own a triplex in Sudbury.
Okay, gotcha.
And this is also another thing that I like to talk about too, because everyone is like, we're talking about buying in the GTA and prices are crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to Sudbury
Right.
because I got a triplex, which is 3 units, 3 separate tenants in the one house.
Oh, yeah.
For less than $300,000.
Mad.
Like, you have to go to where it makes sense sometimes. And I did all of that while living in Brampton, and I found a realtor out there.
Yeah.
I figured out how much money I needed. I found a property.
The potential rental incomes you can get for it.
I ran the numbers. I
course.
took a serious interest in how to make this work for me.
Yeah.
And like we've been talking about on this entire episode, asking the right questions, talking to the right people, and taking action.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
A triplex is huge, brother.
Thank you. I
That's
appreciate
like-
it.
Now you get to the 10 doors and all that stuff, right? So is a triplex considered? It's not commercial.
No,
at
no.
that point.
Commercial is 5 units and above.
Gotcha.
So that's that I got a regular mortgage for. So and that's the beauty of it, right? Like I'm here talking about the Brantford property is negative $600 a month.
Sure.
That triplex, I'm making about $1,000 a month on it, after expenses paid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take this loss because this gain every month is larger and actually covers that loss for me.
And you have two, 3 properties that are appreciating over time as well.
Exactly. Someone else is paying the mortgage down on those properties too.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I'm still making money from what I do for living.
Yeah, it's not like
you know what I mean. Like
you're not paying for all 3 properties. Right.
These are all passive streams of income.
Yeah.
On top of what I actively make.
You're doing it smart.
You know what I mean? And this is why, like, and this is what people always say, like, I want that for myself.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk and let's figure out how you can, because you can.
How do you get the first one? You know what I
Exactly.
mean? How do you get the first one? Take out, refinance, potentially get
the
something
second.
else. There's no tax. Well,
No,
correct
there
me
isn't.
If I'm wrong.
You're correct. There isn't.
Right.
Because you're increasing your mortgage. You're actually taking out debt.
Yeah.
It's in the form of cash that you then have to decide, what am I doing with it?
Yeah, you can go to casino.
And blow it. And now you just took out more money for no reason.
Right.
And yes, you skipped out on tax, but you got to make sure that whatever you're doing is intentional and actually getting you in the direction that you intend to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. First,
Tax. So
getting in first.
refinancing is tax-free. Purchasing a new property. Now your triplex, is this 20% down because it's an investment property?
So again, like, and this is where having strategy in place makes
Well,
sense.
that's what I'm asking.
If
I'm trying
you're
to know the strategy.
if you're someone who's remote,
Yeah.
like I was at the time,
Yeah.
you don't
No.
need to have 20% down payment. I can say I'm moving over there. I'm moving into
over
one of the units.
Yeah.
So you could have. I bought it for $268. You have a 10% down payment. What's that? $26,000.
Where do you find a triplex for 300?
And you know, it's
show me where you find that right now.
I got
please.
you. And again, like, just keeping your ears open, right? Because
Being around the right people.
exactly. And that was 2021.
Yeah.
2021. Again, you're not going to find that for that price now.
Yeah.
It's been four years since. But that's why you got to do what you want to do now, because when you look back 3-4 years ago, you're like, damn, that was the price back then?
I'm glad I did.
You know what exactly.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't mean that you're too late to the party, because on that, and again, keeping my feet on the ground, keeping my ears to the streets, the realtor that helped me out with that purchase, still in contact with him to this day. He knows I'm not from Sudbury, but he knows I'm an investor. Like I still, like if I see a deal, I want to know about it.
Yeah.
There's a duplex on that same street, 3 or 4 streets down, 3 or 4 doors down from my triplex, that came up on the market for sale the other day.
Yeah.
And it was about $350. And granted, I'm currently saving for my wedding in September this year.
Don't worry about that, man. Go get the
wifey would never forgive me. But like, you know, if I was someone who wasn't saving up for a wedding right now,
You jump on that.
pouncing on that.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to know what you're doing, stay ready, because them opportunities are going to come.
They're coming.
And they're there.
Jeez. You got to show me that listing.
got you.
Let me see
We'll
that.
talk
do
off
that
camera. I
after,
got you, yeah.
honestly. But we want to give everybody access to, you know, what you have to offer, right? Flyynancial. Talk to me about that.
Flyynancial Solutions, man. Honestly, so it's just all about, like, I'm really passionate about talking about money, talking about finances, and I feel like finances are really taboo.
Yeah.
A lot of people just really touchy subject, don't want to talk about it. Even growing up, my parents were like,
I didn't know what my mom made until
I still don't know
had
what my mom
I had to
makes.
get her to co-sign for something the other day.
still don't know what my mom makes to this day. And I don't think I'll ever find out.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
dad just told me the other day because I did his mortgage.
Right.
And it's just like, I feel like having more conversations about money makes you more
healthy.
comfortable. It's healthy. You do better.
Yeah.
You do better by having conversations about things. When you improve in your relationship, you're having conversations on how to improve.
1000%.
When you improve at work, you're having conversations with your boss on what you can improve on. Having conversations is the key to maximizing in anything. And you know, Flyynancial Solutions is just, you know, like a little play on words, just to kind of make your finances fly. Talk
yeah.
about it, improve on it, make it cool.
Yeah.
Like make it cool again to talk
Doesn't
about
have to
money.
be a boring topic.
Doesn't gotta be. It's fun to have. Like I had a blast talking
I
about
could do
this
for
today.
hours, brother.
You know what I
have
mean?
questions and questions and questions.
And we gonna talk some more after this.
scenarios and what if this and what if, you know what I mean? Because
Exactly.
I'm a young guy just getting into the industry as well. Having these conversations, I'm asking for myself selfishly.
Amen.
Right? And
Do
if
it.
I have the questions, I'm sure the audience has these questions
Of
as well.
course.
Right? You're here not tomorrow. Today
Saturday.
You're here on Saturday. What are you guys doing? What is that?
We're doing a little first-time home buyer seminar, also for some investors as well, because many people want to hear about the first property, but they also want to know about the second and third, because people have those aspirations, right? And again, like even just kind of going back to the whole theme of why I do what I do, having the conversations, sharing the information, and all the people that we look up to in any space, like the celebrities, the millionaires, or whoever you look up to, they got there because they were fearless, had conversations, and were not afraid to pick people's brains.
Yeah.
You sitting there and not asking for information, not looking to learn about the next thing or take an interest in what it is that's going to get you to where you want to be,